Not a lot of positive vibes when I board the airplane, guys. A lot of concerned looks. I don't even care. I know I'm the villain when I board the airplane. I've accepted it. I board that airplane like I'm a bad guy wrestler from the WWE. I just whip that curtain back like, oh, yeah! Nobody's getting an arm rest in this bitch tonight. Just super kick the flight attendant.
You are so fun to watch on stage, and your likability is through the fucking roof.
That's very kind. I think a lot of it is because I'm big, I'm loud, I'm goofy. I don't take myself too seriously. I think some of it is that I don't talk about anything except really myself either.
Right, yeah, all your materials.
So there's like a safety in that, I think, for the audience. They don't feel like I'm not making any judgment calls on anyone else, and it's all very inward, as opposed to like, I don't comment on the world too much.
Right, which I think is the best kind of material too, because you don't get caught up in that, you're working the road somewhere and somebody goes on before you and they're like, oh, they've got 15 minutes on Zaxby's chicken and now I can't do
all that hot Zaxby stuff.
Right,
I got.
Exactly. Keeping it close, keeping it personal, makes it unique.
Kind of obviously, I feel like for everyone it's an exaggerated version of themselves, but I think with time, it's either the exaggerated person is who you slowly become, or the other way, right? Or like, I don't think there's too much difference between me on and off stage now. Except maybe I scream a little less.
I was going to say, you're like Sam Kinison, only without the religion.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm bad in a crisis. Anybody else bad in a crisis? Here's an example. I was very high in my living room with a bunch of buds. We're smoking marijuana. One of my friends gets up and starts to dance. No one else is dancing. There's not even music on. And while he's dancing, he slips, tears his ACL, just goes down to the ground. And I'm on the phone ordering a pizza. And I just instinctively kept ordering the pizza. I was like, yeah, I don't know if we're going to need the Hawaiian anymore. We're definitely going to need the other two pizzas. Also, do you guys do ambulances?
You do talk about wrestling, and I feel like wrestling and politics are the same thing, right? There's always a heel. There's always.
I have some very hard opinions on professional wrestling, so that is one. But I will take a stand on certain things. Yeah, I'm a big fan, and I've been a big fan for a long time, and it's interesting to see how much that affects my daily life and how I interact and move around the world. Well, because it is a small group of people, and it's something that you have to kind of like hold close to the vest, because when you tell people, they're like, well, then you're a child. You have the mental acuity of a child if you watch that. And then it's fake. You know that they're not really hurting. It's like, yeah, I understand that I'm watching a soap opera where they're doing aggressive ballet. I don't care. I like it. It's fun. It's the same thing when I'm like, Bruce Willis didn't step all over glass in Die Hard. I still like that movie.
Right. Yeah. So you're able to enjoy it and know that it's not,
Exactly. It's a show. It's the same thing as watching fucking like The Walking Dead. It's not, their zombies aren't real, y'all. They're not. So when the guy gets ripped apart by zombies, I know that he's not being ripped apart by zombies. And when the guy in the ring taps out because he's holding his elbow weird, I know he's not really breaking his elbow. Right. It's a storyline.
Do you think that's influenced your stage persona, that bigger than life persona that you have up there? Because I know for me, when I did a switch up, when I first started doing comedy, it was always you barely take the microphone out. You're very timid. You're just, kind of delivering stuff. And then what changed things for me was improv. I started doing improv, and in there they teach you to listen and to be larger than life, and to, you're not worried about the punchlines as much as you worried about the setup and the building of the scene and this and that. And so when I started transferring those principles from improv into stand-up, everything changed for me. It was, I was high energy. I was bigger than life. I was all of these things because of what I learned from that. And so you grew up watching wrestling with these larger than life characters, all of this energy.
And I started at improv too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So at the University of Florida, I started with improv. I followed a girlfriend at the time into an improv class, just offhandedly.
The things we do for love.
I know. Like wandered in after her like a puppy. Oh, yeah, I'll do it, sure. And then liked it, and then realized very quickly that I was bad at the portion of improv where it's the give everyone else a chance to talk. That went the way of the dodo.
The most
quick.
Important part of improv.
Yeah, they were like, and it was really funny because there were some stand-ups who came and watched, and they were like, "You should try stand-up," and all the people in the improv were like, "Yeah, stand-up might be the place for you." So
that's so interesting. People, stand-ups especially have a hard time doing improv because it takes the spotlight off you and it puts it on the rest of the team.
Yes,
you are there to make the other people look good. You are no longer Michael Jordan. You are Horace Grant.
Yeah. You share the ball.
You are
share the
Scottie
ball.
Pippen.
You can't go out and be the ball hog. Yeah, but the wrestling stuff, I mean, even when I was first starting with stand-up, the idea of entrance music, and you walk out and you got to kind of own the room a little.
Yeah.
And giant Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels, those guys who come out and go I'm the man. I really enjoy those. Those are usually my favorite wrestlers. And I got to do that, but also go, I'm a piece of shit. I really liked that aspect of it. I walk out and go, I'm in charge, but I'm also the worst.
I'm in charge, but I shouldn't be.
Exactly. Yeah. So
that's a great album title there.
Oh, yeah, I'm in charge, but I shouldn't be. I had some buddies who had never done mushrooms before. They were all very excited. They were like, JC, we want to try it, but we're scared. We know you've done it. Will you be there with us? And I was like, I'll be your Sherpa, Papa. I'll take you to the mountaintop. We're all hanging out. We all took mushrooms, started to kick in. And one of my buddies, he was very serious. He was like, hey, man, I'm starting to feel very different. I'm starting to feel very nervous. And I need to just know that everything's okay. And I was like, don't worry, dude. Just remember you're on drugs. And to breathe, and that everything's going to be fine, because we're all here together. But what I actually said was, run, they're already here. And then I hugged him and laid down on top of him.
What is it? I started smoking weed in my 30s.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very late to the game.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm here. Super late. But the one thing I find is once you tell somebody, you smoke weed, the immediate follow-up is, do you want to do mushrooms?
Yeah,
there's no other, and they say that, weed's a gateway drug. I don't think it is. I think friends that smoke weed are gateway.
Yeah, well, I think anyone who does drugs is the gateway.
Yeah,
it's not the
mushrooms
themselves. I don't think smoking weed is a gateway. It is just because I think alcohol is much more of a driving force to have you do more destructive shit. Yeah. I don't think ever in the course of my life I was like, oh, I'm going to do something dangerous, and I wasn't drunk. Right. I was drunk and I made a horrible decision, or it made me go on to the next thing. Because any of the drug wise, no one in the history of the world has been like, we should get cocaine. I'm dead sober. That doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. But the psychedelics and stuff like that, I think that especially weed and mushrooms is so not a bad thing.
Yeah.
That it's has a huge heavy stigma on it, but you can freak the fuck out on some mushrooms. You can freak the fuck out on some weed, but in the end, you're going to be fine.
Right.
That's the thing that I kind of like about those, because they're like training wheels in a sense. Because like you can laugh for 4 hours straight on mushrooms, but you can also go like, I'm a bad person, and like have a realization that you're like, every decision I've ever made is bad. Like, it just depends on the group of people you're with. So I agree. It is the people are the gateway.
The people are the gateway. Yeah, that's the follow-up I get all the time. Is like, you want to do mushrooms then? I'm like, I want to do weed.
Yeah.
I want to do weed.
Well, and then so I do the bit in the show about when my buddy freaked out on mushrooms, and I was being a little piece of shit in it, but nonetheless. There was a time during the pandemic when we all did, again, another group of us did mushrooms, and a bunch of them had never done mushrooms, and they were like, hey, like be the one to like help us along. And I said, absolutely, don't worry about it. We'll make the tea. I made the tea. And then at some point, it just hit me so hard, I had to go like, you guys are on your own. No. And I just closed my eyes and like laid there. And they're like, what? The guy who knows? I was like, okay, so you guys have fun. I'm going to another planet for a while, and then like just laid down and accepted it. I was like, I'm in the stratosphere. Airbnbs, I don't like those either, especially if it's a place where somebody rents a room in the house they currently live in. Who are you? Why are you a psychopath? That's like if I went to a Best Western and they're like, okay, yeah, so you paid up. There's the Wi-Fi passcode. Here's your key. Also, I'll be sleeping up there with you tonight. Keep it cold. I get warm. I did a show in Santa Barbara. The people who booked the show booked me into an Airbnb in the family home where a family was currently living. Just a mom, a dad, 2 twin 9-year-old girls, and me for the weekend. I'm getting home at like 3 a.m. after shows, trying to get in the house quietly, like, oh, I don't want to wake my parents up. I have parents again. Roaming around the house, not knowing where anything is. Like, Frank, where are the towels? Frank! Those little girls are in their bedroom like, oh my God, Dad rented our room to a monster. Saturday morning, I woke up and the parents left. They're gone. They just left their kids in my care. We'd met for a total of 10 minutes where I said, hello, and they went, there's the room. That's the only interaction we had. I'm hungover as fuck. I notice the parents are gone. And I walk out into the living room and the little girls are just holding hands, staring at me. And they were like, we like to play games. And then I killed them. I killed those little girls. I'm not getting Shining. I don't give a fuck. My whole life, I grew up around people who told stories. Right. You know, like performers, but they were just not on a stage. They were just sitting at a bar stool. Right. Honestly. Yeah. And I think that's what I watched that when I was younger and being like how captivating someone can be to a room full of people if you know how to tell it. Because you can tell a story and it can be the most entertaining story in the whole world, but if you don't tell it right, you will lose people's interest. So I just watching like, you know, my uncle and my dad, they were very good at capturing the attention of the room. And I think from a very early age, I went like, I want that. Yeah. I like that. You know, I like having the attention. So, it's funny because it's like a defense mechanism too, because if you're controlling the whole room and you're making everyone laugh, you're in charge. Yeah. But maybe I shouldn't be, right? Yeah. When I was 14, my mom caught me smoking marijuana. I thought I was slick. I went into her bedroom. It was like 9 p.m. on a Wednesday night. And I was like, hey, Mom, you going to bed? And she was like, why? I was like, well, because I'm also going to bed. So no reason to go in my room the rest of the night. Because I'll just be sleeping. And then I walked out of her room like, nailed it. I nailed that shit. She gave me 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Just enough time for me to open the window. I've lit the joint. My head's out the window. She burst into my room. It startled me. I hit my head on the windowsill. Dropped the joint right in the center of the room. Caught red-handed. It's sitting there. And she's like, I want all of it. Every goddamn thing you have. You fucking drug addict. You piece of shit. When your father gets home, he's gonna murder you. And I'm like, here, take it. Here's everything. She's like, everything. I'm like, I have some Advil. Here, there's... She takes all my weed and my Advil, goes into her bedroom and smokes all of my weed. I woke up at 2 a.m, thinking my life's over. I'm like, I'm going to get a glass of water. Even people in jail get water. I walk inside. My mom has her head in the freezer. She's eating out of the ice cream gallon tub, housing it. I walk in. I'm like, Mom. It startles her. She hits her head on the top of the freezer. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, making sure the freezer still fucking works. Go back to your goddamn room. I turned around and I started to run away, but from behind me, I know I heard, nailed it. I nailed that shit.
And your mom is still with us?
Absolutely. Absolutely. She lives in Atlanta. I bought her a house.
Holy shit.
Yeah. That was like the thing. Like I was like, oh, okay, I made some money. I did the Disney Channel thing. Just roll with it. I'm sure all this drug talk, they love that. That was a blessing. And I got to do that and I made some money and I was like, I could have it and just invest it or something like that. And I was just like, I can invest it and give her that. Cause she went from, she was living like in a 1-bedroom apartment in Atlanta, and it was just like she hadn't had a house since my dad had passed away, and it was just I wanted her to have that security again, and it made everything go like it made me go like, okay, you did it, like like if I do nothing else, I bought that house, we fucking own it, we're good.
Man, that's incredible, man.
That might be the proudest moment I had as far as like my career was that.
So were you close to your father?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. 100% close. Like our family was very tight knit. When he passed away, it really kind of like, it made me have to go, oh shit. I can't fuck around anymore. Like I was just like, I'm in college and I was like, I'll do stand-up. Like, and they're like, I'll get high all the time. It was no big deal. And then I started doing stand-up and making money from it. And then I graduated. My dad passed away. And it was like, oh, shit. I kind of got to make this work because it can't be just for me anymore.
Right.
But it made it real. And I think it helped.
Yeah.
Like the responsibility of like, I got to kind of help out my mom and my sister and make sure we're going to be all right. And if I don't take it to the next level, then we won't. I'll have to get a regular job.
Yeah, it's so interesting. Death is sobering in so many ways. And, the ripple effect. I don't think a lot of people actually look at the ripple effect years down the road about what happens when you lose somebody, especially a parent.
Yeah. It was tough because he kind of was like the centerpiece of the family in a lot of ways, and like the main supporter of everyone. And he he's a Latin guy, he's Cuban, and he just was a dude who was like, I'm not going to go to the doctor.
Oh, right.
And that's what he did. Like he just didn't go to the doctor. Like he got a DUI and he had to spend a little bit of time in the old jail. And then in jail, he had like an episode, like a cardiac thing. And then instead of going to the doctor, he was like, I'll just take care of it myself. Can't do that.
Can't do that.
You can't do that. That's not how it works.
That's such a dude thing in general.
It's a very like, oh no, I'll just fix my body from the outside, no problem. And that's what he did. He made that decision, and he bet on the wrong horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bummer. There was no build. It was just he got on his bike to go to make a payment. God, fuck you. To make the last payment off he paid his DUI off. He rode a bike to the office to pay off. He walked inside, paid them the money.
No.
Yes, I know. That's the worst part. He gave the fucking check. and then died on the fucking sidewalk. Boom, just bam. Like, yeah, well, you know, it's the doctor thing, man. You got to go to the fucking doctor.
Yeah.
You know?
It'd be great if you showed up like, hey, my father was just here. He dropped off a check.
He's never going to fucking drive again, so... Can I get that fucking check back?
Is there like a 30-day period?
I guess we could have fucking canceled it, but we weren't thinking like that.
Right, yeah.
I just always thought it was, what a goddamn, just such a fucking moment. Like, paying the DUI off. Sad but hilarious.
Yeah.
The world works in such a way where, and again, like, only time you can get to that point where you're like, it is funny. Like, you're like, that's hilarious.
I mean, that's what all comedy is. It's you know, tragedy plus time.
You know? Fuck. But yeah, I'll never get over that. Like when they were like, yeah, so, you know, he was going over there to pay off the DUI. And I was like, the last payment? It was the last payment. It wasn't the second to last. It was the last payment. Okay, so it's all real.
I was just gonna say, I was driving years ago, and this you know, down south, it's just all religious stations on the radio, and there's a church every 12 feet.
I lived in Central Florida for a hot minute, University of Florida, Alachua County.
There's this preacher on the radio, and his sermon that day was God's gonna get his money. So if you're not tipping in the church because you're saving up to get your teeth fixed, or you got extra things you want to get your kids new pants for school and all, God's gonna find a way to get his money, and you're gonna pay back that money in different ways. So that story of your father reminds me. It just goes automatically. God's gonna get his money.
Jesus gonna get his cash. What an odd thing. God's gonna get his money?
God's gonna get his money.
Why is he shaking us down like he's a fucking pimp? Jesus Christ.
Needs that money, baby.
I'm gonna hello? This is Jesus. I'm here for the money.
I'm here for the money,
motherfucker. Hello, it's God. I'm gonna get my money, bitch. Bitch, I'm gonna get my money. It's God.
It's God.
What? Oh my God. Hilarious. Hilarious. My dad was a great guy. I loved him a lot. And I remember when I was a little kid, he gave me this really beautiful speech. I was a child. We were at the playground together. He was sitting on a bench, and he gave this beautiful speech. He was like, JC, never let anyone tell you you can't do something. Never let anyone stand in the way of you wanting to do something. Because if you believe in yourself, if you believe in your heart, and you put it in there, and you go out and you do it, you can do it. Do not let anyone tell you you can't do something. Because your mother told me I couldn't be a good dad and keep doing drugs. And right now, I'm high as fuck. And I'm being a pretty good goddamn dad. And I watched him give that speech to a different little boy on a bench. Thanks, guys.
JC Currais, everybody. Let him hear one more time for JC.